Hi, my name is Susanna Rountree, and I wanted to show the last sketchbook that I submitted to Calarts before I was accepted. So this is the sketchbook from my application the year before I was accepted, so it is a rejected sketchbook. And I wanted to show it because I really wanted to, you know, show how it's okay to have bad work and it's okay to have a journey where you start from a certain spot and then you grow into another spot. And I also kind of wanted to take a look back because I remember when I was filling out this sketchbook, it was kind of this like a really big deal because at the time it was part of this huge wave of artistic growth that I had just had. But now when I look at it, all I can see is well, I've got kind of the seeds of some good stuff in here. Oh, that's my cat. Do a lot of life drawing of my cat. I still do a lot of life drawing of my cat, but I think in this sketchbook it's pretty clear that I wasn't being very adventurous in terms of observational drawings. Although that's a pretty good picture of my cat, if I do say so myself. An interesting thing happened with this sketchbook. In my rejection letter, it said, "We're interested in you, but we want to see what your work is going to look like in a year after you've had some time to work at it." So it was sort of like you're getting rejected now, but we would like you to reapply, which was really cool. At the time, I was really excited about it, although obviously I was disappointed that I didn't get in. I really like doing collage, but I didn't ultimately put any collage in the book that I was accepted with. And I guess it might have worked in terms of showing that I understand composition in some ways, but I was afraid that people were going to think that it was a way to cover up a mistake in my drawings, so I left it out. One of the things that really kind of bothers me about this sketchbook in retrospect is that I was using color, but when I used color, it didn't mean anything. It was just kind of there. And I really, really love color, and I love working with color. And now looking at this, I am very frustrated by what I'm seeing. Because everything that's interesting and has got something good in it in this is just ink work and black and white. There's almost no painting. The painting that is in there isn't very good. Oh, my anatomy got a lot better after this, which I would hope. Anyway, I got the rejection letter from Calarts that invited me to reapply, and I was doing some good gesture stuff, and I think the reason that I got that far is the reason why I wasn't accepted was because of this sketchbook. There's a lot of problems with this sketchbook because I know in this particular year my portfolio was very tight. But like this, I have this section where I developed this character, this girl and her camel. It was a story I wanted to do about them taking this journey across the desert. She had this magic cloak. It was supposed to be this cool, fun thing, and I was trying to do the development sketches for it, and it really just, I didn't have the skill to make good development sketches. I didn't know enough about anatomy. I couldn't draw the characters to look the same from different angles, and I think that was a big flaw for me. A lot of the good photos in here are either referenced from live models or from movies or from stills or from photos, and I think that's a problem. Because if you can't draw well without the reference, if you don't know the anatomy without looking at it right in front of you, then that's a problem. One thing this portfolio and the sketchbook were very strong with were these sort of human-bird hybrids that I did a whole bunch of that. Those were kind of fun. Some were good, some were not so good. Kind of like the content of the sketchbook. Yeah, my anatomy really needed a lot of work. I'm really glad they didn't let me in. I wouldn't have let me in either. It's just not enough. Although I was pretty good with the gesture stuff. The gesture stuff I've always kind of been that was kind of one of the reasons why I thought I might be a good match for animation in the first place. I always kind of thought I was good with gesture, even when you couldn't really tell if it was an arm or a hand. But so I wanted to show the sketchbook because I wanted to, demonstrate that you can keep on growing if things don't work out for you the right time, if you don't get the acceptance, in my case, or if you don't break into the industry that you want to break into the first time, or if you don't get the job you want the first time, that, if you keep on working at your art and you keep on having a good time and you keep on trying to improve and you keep targeting the things that you're not good at and working on them, then you can make it work, and don't give up. And oh man, it's so hard for me to look at this sketchbook and see how much only the drawings that were referenced directly from photos had any good anatomy in them. It kind of makes me like, ugh. Makes me not feel too good about this. These are a bunch of development drawings I did for a test animation that went in my portfolio for an ice skater. It's actually elsewhere on my YouTube, so you can find it and take a look at it if you want, and I'll try to throw a link in here or something. And that worked out okay, but I don't do a lot of animation tests because I really, really, really want to, get the foundation right first, and I want to know I'm doing the right thing. I don't want to do it and have it look wrong. I really want to build from the ground up. But man, you can tell even in these drawings, like the body looks all right, but his head is like sort of like this lump with a triangle on it for a nose that doesn't even look like the same shape from frame to frame. Oh man. Well, the next year of developing and really trying to improve, I think, was put to good use looking at this stuff. Although I was very, very proud of it at the time, and I don't think further improvement takes away from how proud I was of it then, or, the fact that it was a big growth from the way things had been previously. Anyway, so like I said, I just wanted to show that to see, to encourage anybody out there who might be struggling or feeling sad or prepping their next Calarts application, or just working on whatever project you're working on. I'm excited for you, and keep trying. You're gonna do great. Thank you for watching. If you are interested, there is a link in the notes to this video which directs you to a GoFundMe. If you liked my video or you appreciated anything and you feel like sliding me $1 to help cover the cost of gas in my car while I'm going to Calarts, that would be very appreciated. If not, I'm just glad you were here. That was kind of cool too. Hope everyone is having a good time. Do some art. Thanks for watching.